Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, happy to see you again with me Ade Arfianty. For this video, I would like to make a movie analysis, and the title of the movie is The Lord of the Rings, but specifically we take the title of The Fellowship or The Power of the Ring. And let's start. So the first question is, what is the genre of this film? So the genre of this film is high fantasy adventure film. And then second question is what I like from this movie. I like the entire of the message of Lord of the Rings movie. There is companionship and sacrifice. For example, in this movie are Bilbo and Frodo. They are so much stronger than every other character in the story. J.R.R. Tolkien tells us that we must see the evil that's lurking outside our home and go out and make a difference. No matter how impossible it seems, with the power of companionship and the willingness to sacrifice your own good for the good of the many, then even a hobbit can bring down an army of evil. And what I dislike from this movie. So what I don't like. I don't like when the first time we see Smeagol's backstory. He literally murdered his friend in cold blood. And why? It's just for the sake of a ring. Oh no. I really don't like this scene, and I cannot recommend it for you. Anything. And then after watching this movie, I feel like I was brought into the storyline that it looks real, but actually I don't like any movies that have too much animation. Luckily, it's supported by some scenes such as during battles and fighting for rings. It's different for those who like the movie which full of fantasy and strong creators. They will definitely like this movie. Next, I will describe some points of this movie. First, set in Middle-earth, the story tells of the Dark Lord Sauron who seeks the One Ring, which contains part of his might to return to power. The ring has found its way to the young hobbit Frodo Baggins. The fate of Middle-earth hangs in the balance as Frodo and 8 companions who form the Fellowship of the Ring begin their journey to Mount Doom in the land of Mordor, the only place where the ring can be destroyed. The Fellowship of the Ring makes for the Gap of Rohan, but discover it's being watched by Saruman's spies. They instead set off over the mountain pass of Caradars, but Saruman summons a storm that forces them to travel through the mines of Moria, where a tentacled water-beast blocks off the entrance with the Fellowship inside, giving them no choice but to journey to the exit on the other end. After finding the dwarves of Moria dead, the Fellowship is attacked by orcs and a cave troll. They hold them off but are confronted by Durin's Bane, a Balrog residing within the mines. While the others escape, Gandalf fends off the Balrog and casts it into a fast charms, but the Balrog drags Gandalf down into the darkness with him. The devastated Fellowship reaches Lothlorien, ruled by the elf queen Galadriel, who privately informs Frodo that only he can complete the quest and that one of the Fellowship will try to take the ring. She also shows him a vision of the future in which Sauron succeeds in enslaving Middle-earth, including the Shire. Meanwhile, Saruman creates an army of Uruk-hai in Isengard to find and kill the Fellowship. The Fellowship travels by river to Partgalen. Frodo wanders off and is confronted by Boromir, who, as Lady Galadriel had warned, tries to take the ring. Uruk-hai scouts then ambush the Fellowship. Their leader Lurtz mortally wounds Boromir as he fails to stop them from capturing Merry and Pippin. Aragorn arrives and kills Lurtz before comforting Boromir as he dies, promising to help the people of Gondor in the coming conflict. Fearing the ring will corrupt his friends, Frodo decides to travel to Mordor alone, but allows Sam to come along, recalling his promise to Gandalf to look after him. As Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli set out to rescue Merry and Pippin, Frodo and Sam make their way down the mountain pass of Amin Mool, journeying on to Mordor. Okay, so next, I will rate this film. I will rate 8 for this movie. And then the last, who was the cast of this movie? Who are they? They are, first, Elijah Wood as Frodo Baggins, and Ian McKellen as Gandalf the Grey, Viggo Mortensen as Aragorn, and then Sean Astin as Samwise Gamgee, and then Sean Bean as Boromir, Orlando Bloom as Legolas, and then Liv Tyler as Arwen. Next, Kate Blanchett as Galadriel, and then Christopher Lee as Saruman the White. Next, Hugo Weaving as Elrond, and then Ian Holm as Bilbo Baggins, and then Andy Serkis as Gollum. Also includes Salah Baker as Sauron, and then Marton Sokas as Celeborn the Wise. Next, Lawrence McQuarrie as Lurtz, and then Craig Parker as Haldir, Mark Ferguson as Erinion Gil-galad, Peter Mackenzie as Elendil the Tall, and the last is Harry Sinclair as Isildur. Alright, so that's all movie analysis from me. I hope you guys like my analysis. Sorry for all mistakes that I have done. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you.